Desmond standing in his luxury penthouse, staring blankly at the city skyline. The wealth, the status, the power, none of it mattered anymore. Muna was gone, and his life had become a living nightmare. After that disastrous wedding day, everything fell apart. The media had picked up on the scandal, splashing headlines about the billionaire's mistress and the pregnant CEO. His once loyal business partners distanced themselves from him, not wanting to be associated with his mess. Contracts were pulled, investors withdrew, and Beatrice? Oh, she was still in control. Or so he thought. Desmond poured himself a glass of whiskey, trying to drink his sorrow away. Then his phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number. He frowned and clicked it open. Check tonight's headlines. Your nightmare is about to begin. Desmond's heart pounded. He quickly opened the news app on his phone, and there it was, front page scandal. Business tycoon Beatrice Ikenna exposed. Fake pregnancy scheme unraveled. Desmond's blood ran cold. What? He scrolled down, his hands shaking. The article detailed how Beatrice had faked her pregnancy, hiring a medical professional to produce fake reports, even wearing a silicone baby bump during her public appearances. It had all been a lie. And now she had been exposed. Desmond's breath quickened as reality struck. This wasn't a coincidence. Someone had orchestrated this. Someone had uncovered Beatrice's deception and ruined her reputation, just like she had ruined his. And then, as if on cue, another message popped up. Checkmate, Desmond. His grip tightened around the phone. Muna, she had done this. Elsewhere, Muna sat in her new house balcony, looking so radiant, confident, victorious. The past 6 months had transformed her. She had used every connection, every resource, every ounce of intelligence and strategy she possessed to bring down Beatrice. Beatrice had thought she was untouchable. But no one, not even a billionaire, was untouchable forever. Muna had hired private investigators, contacted medical staff, even bribed one of Beatrice's closest assistants to leak documents proving the entire pregnancy was just a trick to tie Desmond all to herself. Now, Beatrice was finished. She had been forced by her business partners and investors to step down from her position as the CEO. Her credibility shattered. And Desmond, on the other hand, is just a collateral damage. Muna leaned back in her chair, satisfied. The man who had broken her heart had suffered. And now, she was free. 3 days later, Desmond found himself standing outside Muna's new house. She had moved on, started her own business, already flourishing without him. But he needed to see her, had to try one last time. When he drove by the gate of the beautiful mansion Muna had inherited from her father, he was met with a cold glance from the gatekeeper. "I'm here to see Muna," he said, his voice quiet but firm. The gateman smirked. "Did you tell her you were coming?" Desmond's heart skipped. "No, I didn't. But I need to see her. This is urgent and important." And the gateman asked in a very harsh tone, "So, who are you?" Desmond answered gently, "I am her ex-husband." The gateman opened the gate and ushered him in where Muna sat behind a desk, in the office she set up at her home, since she had been working remotely because of the public embarrassment Desmond and Beatrice caused her. There she sat calm, powerful, and breathtaking. And when she beheld Desmond, she didn't smile. "To what do I owe this visit?" she asked, still busy on her computer. Desmond swallowed hard. "Muna, I just needed to say I'm sorry. She looked up with no emotion in her eyes. Sorry, she repeated. For what, Desmond? For everything, he said. For hurting you, for betraying you, for being a fool. Muna tapped her fingers against the keyboard. I didn't need an apology, she finally said. I needed you to be the man you claimed to be, but you weren't. And now, Desmond, she exhaled. I've moved on. Desmond felt his chest tighten. Muna, please. I'm getting married, she said, cutting him off. The words hit him like a bullet. What? She stood up, walking over to the window. His name is Chike. He's kind, loyal, the kind of man who doesn't need to sell his soul for money. Desmond took a shaky breath. You're really done with me, aren't you? Muna turned, her expression soft but firm. Desmond, I was done with you the moment you chose her. The decision in her voice crushed him. He nodded slowly, accepting his fate. And for the first time in his life, Desmond Okafor realized what true regret felt like. He had lost everything. And this time, there was no redemption. Months later, Muna walked down the aisle in a simple yet elegant white dress. This time, there were no scandals, no betrayals, no heartbreak, just love. As she exchanged vows with Chike, she smiled, knowing that she had finally won, not just against Desmond, not just against Beatrice, but against the pain that once consumed her. Meanwhile, 1 year later in Lagos, Desmond Okafor has become a ghost of the man he once was. He had lost everything, his career, his reputation, and the woman he had once loved. No more lavish parties. No more power moves. No more $1 million deals. Now, he lived in the shadows, his name nothing but a whisper in the business world, a cautionary tale of greed and betrayal. For months, he wandered from city to city, tried to escape the weight of his sins. But no matter how far he ran, his demons followed him. And then one day, he hit rock bottom. A former business rival had bought out the last of his assets, leaving him with nothing. He had spent the last of his savings on a rundown apartment in a forgotten part of the city. But as he stared at his reflection in the cracked mirror, something shifted inside him. For the first time, he truly saw himself. The man who had once been so full of dreams, now hollow. The man who had once promised Muna the world, now lost in it. And that was the moment he made a decision. He would fight to reclaim his life. Not for wealth, not for power, not for Muna, but for himself. He made a decision to start from scratch. He cut ties with his past, refused to take shortcuts, and began learning the true meaning of hard work and integrity. He created a YouTube channel and started creating content on a mentorship program for young entrepreneurs, and even worked construction jobs to make an honest living. People whispered about him. Some laughed at his downfall. Others admired his determination. And then an opportunity came knocking. A struggling new company in Abuja needed an experienced hand. Desmond had applied for the job and was invited for an interview. The owner, a young woman named Amaka, saw potential in Desmond's business acumen. I know who you are, she said when they first met. I know what you did, but I also know that everyone deserves a second chance. Her words sank deep into him. For so long, he had believed he was beyond redemption, but maybe, just maybe, there was still hope for him. Maybe life has decided to smile on him again, and he was ready to embrace his future. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yesterday's pain, no fear remain. This roadway I did not my design. I did move forward, no rewind.
Rise and shine, no stopping me. Blessings they flow like deep blue sea. Every step now grace where I claim. Today in my mind I dare proclaim.
Spirit they high, I know go slow.
Rise and shine, no stopping me. Blessings they flow like deep blue sea. Every step now grace where I claim. Today now mine, I did proclaim. See my story in a melody. Turned every loss to legacy. I did dance on top my victory. My destiny, they spark for eternity. Rise and shine, no stopping me. Blessings, they flow like deep blue sea. Every step, now grace where I claim. Today, now mine, I did proclaim. Story in a melody. Turned every loss to legacy. I did dance on top my victory. My destiny, they spark for eternity. Rise